is happening, YouTube? Well, it's been about a week since I posted my last video, so just want to kind of show you what's going on. Before school starts back, we're kind of getting settled in, trying to figure out how we're going to do online learning, trying to figure out what are we going to do on our websites, me and Miss Abby. So in the process of that, we're also continuing to work on our garden, growing our flock, growing our little homestead, as you will, our little miniature homestead. And so I've showed you a couple weeks back what our garden looks like, what our chickens look like. Saw a little bit of a video last vlog of what the chickens are looking like now. Now our garden's growing a little bit more, chickens are growing a little bit more, so I'm just going to show you a couple of pictures of that, a couple of little video clips of that, and also just kind of move on into my thoughts on starting the new school year and kind of my thoughts, or our thoughts on how this is going to go down. So I think the ducks are going crazy over here. Maybe they're attacking each other, I'm not really sure. So our little garden has grown a lot since that video that I posted of our homestead walkthrough. So our watermelon's growing really nice, our cucumbers, everything's starting to blossom really nicely. Trying to keep some of these bugs away from it and off of it. We have a few cucumbers that are starting to develop finally. And these are our zucchini plants. Haven't checked to see if there's any bugs on here lately, but we've got a couple of zucchinis growing. You can see there's one right there, growing in nicely. Again, we planted these kind of late, so that's why they're not really huge right now. Huge, as Donald Trump would say. But anyways, this is what our garden looks like. One of our gardens. So over here, again, we have a huge mess we're still working on. But our sunflowers are starting to grow really nicely. I need to mow since we've had all this rain. Our sweet potatoes look terrible right now, but in the evenings they usually look pretty good. But we've got some sweet potatoes still growing. Our tomato plants are growing really nicely. Now we planted these as plants, and we're not sure if they were going to get very big, but as you can see, they're starting to do good. We've got a little tomato right there. These zucchinis have grown a lot. Or the plants have anyways, but we're just waiting on those to blossom, hopefully. Got some tomato blossoms over here, so it looks like we're going to have something growing, hopefully. But we haven't grown a garden in a couple years, so we're still kind of learning as we go. There's some cucumbers. Broccoli's not doing great, but these pepper plants are starting to grow in pretty well. And then the other tomato plants. I have worked on this pond for the last couple weeks. Still got a lot to do. We're trying to clear this area out, which I've let grow up over the years. But since it seems like we're going to be home a lot more for the next 9 weeks at least, I'm going to try to get some more of this done, cleaned up. I've weed eated around the pond in these areas. Again, I know it looks trashy right now, but we're in the process. We're trying to figure out what we're going to do with all this brush, and eventually develop some of this land out here. Got another garden growing right over there, or not growing, but tilled up, ready to grow. We're just kind of killing some of these weeds first, so that'll be another section. Eventually I'd like to have several gardens and other animals in this area. These sunflowers right here are doing excellent, which we didn't think they would do anything because it's usually shaded mostly in the evenings over here. And then our blueberry plant is starting to grow up decently. We're just trying to continue to work on it. I'm going to pull this vine out so these things don't get killed. I don't know what that is. I'm going to kill it. So So anyways, that's what our little garden's looking like right now. Whoops. And here's our other garden. As you can see, it's grown a lot since the last video. Green beans are looking a lot better. We got one piece of corn that for some reason we have never been able to grow corn, but we got one stalk growing, so hopefully it does something. And more cucumbers, more watermelon, more pumpkins. They're starting to sprout out and look nice. And I also got my tiller part finally after it's set in the mail for like ever. And we planted some of these garlic and cabbage and garlic, cabbage. We didn't plant garlic in here, sorry. Cabbage, peppers, and broccoli over here in this section. And I'm going to get some wood chips to move on down here and kind of make like a little mulch section of area down in these areas. And now this crazy chicken right here was just standing over this like a little sprinkler. I don't know what's up with this. Come here. Chicky, chicky, chicky. Come here, chicky, chicky, chickies. Hello, chicky, chickies. Hey, chicky, chickies. You playing in the sprinkler? You trying to get clean? I always thought chickens didn't like water, but these chickens love water. They like to play in it, so who would have thunk? So my thoughts on going back to school, I'm really going to miss not starting back to school like we normally do. That's going to be kind of crappy, but I understand. We're trying to be safe. Don't want anyone to get sick. Hopefully this will be the thing that helps out. Hopefully things will start to turn around. We'll be able to go to school soon. The way they're talking is it's not going to be very exciting if we went back to school right now, because everyone would be separate, the classrooms would be different, it wouldn't be as fun. And I'm hoping that it gets to be back to normal eventually, hopefully this year. I know myself as a teacher, I like to interact with my students. I like to plan things with my students. I like to do fun things with my students, and I just really hope that that's what happens this year. I hope that we don't have to be so, I don't know what the right word is. I hope that we don't have to be so separated the way they're talking. So hopefully that'll all turn around. I really want to be creative in what I do, how I structure my class, how I do online learning. Hopefully I can make it fun. I'm trying to think of some different ways to make it fun and interesting. Maybe this vlog style format might be kind of cool, but I know that it is not the same, but maybe we can make it halfway interesting and, you know, fun. So if you could think of any ways, if you're a former student of mine or current student of mine, tell me what you would like to see. What would be fun and engaging and interesting to you, other than just sitting there, you know, clicking on a link and reading a passage and all that kind of thing. All those kind of things that are not really very exciting. Tell me what you think. I know parents are probably upset because some parents don't want their students out of school. I wouldn't either. I understand that, and I really hope that again, like I said, there's a different way that we can do this throughout the rest of the year. Hopefully this is the only time that we have to do this. I know other districts are doing other things, but hopefully it won't be so bad, you know, for all people that go to school, parents, students, teachers.